Hi, this is Stephen Ament. Welcome to my Exercism.io series. In this video, I'll be working through the Hello World exercise from the Ruby track. So anyway, let's begin. We're going to start right here with the Hello World exercise in Exercism.io. This is the place to begin. Let's just read it here. The classical introductory exercise, just say Hello World. Hello World is the traditional first program for beginning programming in a new language or environment. The objectives are simple. Write a function that returns the string Hello World, run the test suite and make sure that it succeeds, submit your solution, and check it at the website. Now, the way that you do this, if you haven't set up Exercism.io yet, click this Begin Walkthrough and it'll actually take you through the steps of getting set up on your particular operating system. I am set up. So what you want to do here is come to download, click copy to get this command to your clipboard, and then go to your command line. Now, I have a confession to make here in that I just went through this whole process and I screwed up for two reasons. One, my audio was messed up. Two, I killed it to go back and re-record it, but I should have left the original video because I actually went through this process of submitting it. But no worries, I'm just going to go ahead. It's going to look a little funky this time, but we're going to be okay. I'm going to remove this Hello World and then paste their command in, and it'll re-download it. What's going to be different for me here than it will be for you when you do this is my initial solution will download with this. I'm just going to go into that directory and delete it so that we can start over from a clean slate as if I hadn't done that yet. So there we go. Episode 1, first mistake. There will be plenty more to come, so buckle up. Now you'll notice I'm at the command line, and this is where I'm going to stay. I'm a command line guy, and in particular, I'm a Vim Tmux guy. I don't mean for this to imply that you should be. Okay, you got to use a command line as a programmer, for certain to accomplish certain things, but you don't have to use a command line based editor like Vim or Emacs or anything like that to be a real programmer. So don't let anybody tell you that. If you're most comfortable in Sublime Text or Atom or something like that, those are great editors. Go ahead and use them. I'm going to be in this environment because this is my tool chain. This is what I'm comfortable with. This is what I'm productive with. And that's what I wanted to show you is my way of working so that you just have an example or another example of a working developer. So here we are. Let's go ahead and open the test file here. Every Exercism.io exercise comes with a failing test with no code implemented to make the test pass yet. And that's our job, is to implement the code that will make this test pass. Also in these files, the README downloads as well, which is the same text that we saw on the website a minute ago. It describes the exercise and gives you some general instructions about executing your tests. Now I have a mapping set up to F4 to run my tests. That's why you saw me open that Tmux pane below, because when I hit F4, it'll run the test. But before I run the test, I always like to make a prediction about what's going to happen. Is it going to pass? Is it going to fail? If it fails, why is it going to fail? Well, this test is going to fail. And obviously it's going to fail because we haven't written any code yet, but in particular, this one's going to fail because there's no hello world.ruby file anymore because I just deleted it, right? So let me execute it. And sure enough, there's the error. This test is a little more verbose than most of them because this is the one they intend you to start with, and they want to kind of guide you if you're not super comfortable with this sort of workflow. So most of them will not have that much output for you. Anyway, so I like to let the test guide me. I don't want to do more than what the test says because really I want to do the minimum amount to make the test pass. And if that's not enough, then we need to fill out the test to really specify the behavior that we're looking for our class. So let's go ahead and create the missing file. Hello world.rb. Run it again. Now this is going to get past that error, but it's still going to fail because we have not created the hello world class. There we go. Uninitialized constant. Hello test. Hello world test. Hello world. Now this will get past that error, but it's going to fail because we have not defined a hello class method on hello world. And that's what our test on line 18 is calling. So let's just see that failure happen. Undefined method hello for hello world class. All right, so I like to put my class level methods inside of the class shovel self block like that. Hello. Now this will get past that, but it's going to fail yet again because this is going to return nil. But our test is expecting the string hello world. Boom. And then we just simply return that string. There we go. Now it passes. So I've already submitted this because I recorded this video once, but I'll show you how we do this anyway. Exercism submit hello world.rb. There we go. And then you'll be able to follow this link back and it will show you your solution. All right, once you've submitted your solution, you can do a few things. You can mark this as complete and move on to the next exercise. You can specifically request mentor feedback. Now I'm running in independent mode, so mentoring is disabled by default, as it says here. If you are in mentoring mode, I'm not really sure what that does, but I know that the mentors for each language track will interact. They can comment on your code. They'll let you know how you're doing, maybe give you some suggestions for improving it, or just help you to learn the language that you're working on a little bit better, write more idiomatic code or more efficient code. Explore more solutions to Hello World. So if you do this, you can actually go and look at other people's submissions. You can see newest first. You can sort by oldest, stars, or comments first. I'm not going to do that right now, but it might be interesting to go and see what other people have done. And then once you've done that, you can actually go and change your code and submit a second iteration on to third, fourth. I don't know if there's a limit on how many you can submit, but we're going to use that. We're going to use that as sort of a versioning system and kind of see where we are. But for now, I'm going to mark this solution as complete. And then I am going to choose the next exercise.